And again, when we exercise, there are certain hormones released in our body that trigger things in our brain that are good. So you get a dopamine rush, you get some adrenaline maybe, depending on what you're doing. Cortisol is a hormone that is a stress hormone. So those of us who have been experiencing those high levels of stress might have a little more cortisol in our body than we would like. Exercising helps lower that and again, helps your brain function. And so what does that look like? It doesn't have to be going to the gym every day. It can be as simple as walking your dog. It can be a yoga class. It can be pickleball, which is all the rage, I'm assuming in your communities, but just even where I live, every time I turn around, someone wants to go play pickleball. So there's lots of activities you could do. You want to find something you can enjoy, and certainly products like Peloton, the Peloton bikes and the Mirror, there are lots of ways that you can get movement. So for yourself, think about what is your pattern with physical movement right now, and go ahead and pick that number on the scale of 1 to 5 and rate yourself. How are you doing with your physical activity? And I'll just share a couple best practices to bring more of it into your life. So it's always super helpful to have a buddy, right? Someone that you have to meet on the corner at 6 in the morning and go for your walk. So, involving other people to help hold you accountable is a good one. The other thing is people build up narratives around the fact that, I can't go to the gym for an hour today, so therefore I'm not gonna move at all. So taking 10-minute little sprints of something, not literally, but you could, but finding little pockets. And one of the tricks that's worked really well for people is to connect it to a habit and something you already do. So does everybody brush their teeth here? Right? Everybody brushes their teeth. I really hope so. So, and you're supposed to brush your teeth for 2 minutes, but everybody brushes their teeth. So now you don't have to exercise while you're brushing your teeth, but you could. You could march in place, right? But when you're done, before you move to do the next thing, you could do some sort of stretching, touch your toes, and do a little bit of movement just to, again, wake the body up and wake the brain up. And so connecting it, the other good one is, if you ever stand around in your kitchen and wait for the kettle to boil or the coffee to brew, right? Like you can't do anything else before that happens. So while you're waiting, do a little movement, right? So find it in the places and in the pieces and the ways that you can. So that's my suggestion there. So this is the first one we are going to practice. So I'm gonna have everybody stand up. Hopefully you're not too wobbly from your morning drinks. And if you're physically unable to participate, please, take a seat and please, go with ease. We're just gonna do a couple quick things. Now, I know a lot of you spend time on Zoom and at a desk too, so you can always do some movement in your chair. But today I thought it would be helpful to actually stand up, because I would encourage you in your office settings to actually stand up and do some stretching. So I'm gonna put this down. So I'm gonna have first everybody clasp their hands in front of them and then flip their palms out. And just stop there for a moment and feel how that might feel in your back. And then, I don't think I'm gonna do this because of the mic, but if you can, raise your arms up over your head like you're stretching in the morning and I can do it, okay. And then maybe just lean over to the right a little bit and inhale and come up, and then go over to the left, and then just swim those arms back. And then maybe shrug those shoulders up and down. And man, during the day, what if you did that every time you transition tasks, right? Like you just stretched your back a little bit, leaned over. And now I'm gonna have you we're not gonna play musical chairs, although I considered it. I'm gonna have you just walk around your table 2 times. Do 2 laps around the table, 2 laps. And if you sit in a different seat, go for it. All right, and when you find your way home, you can sit back down.